How would you feel if you've been in control of your clan for a few hundred years and all of a sudden the original leader comes back? How would you feel if you were that original leader and discovered that the guy in charge of your clan had tried to kill you during your hibernation? We get to explore that today. Hi, I'm your host, Garrett K. Jones, and this month, on the first Forming Fantasy episode of Season 3, I'm exploring two characters, vampires, from my series The Archives of Áscúro. Happy Saturday, everybody. Given that it's Halloween and I won't be doing a Forming Fantasy segment in December, I figured I'd double up and give you guys a twofer this month. However, before I get into any of the content of today's video, I have a couple of announcements that I want to share with you. First up, I've got the new merch store up and running on Teespring. By clicking on the link down in the description box and going to teespring.com/stores/GKJ Publishing, you can pick up t-shirts, socks, a hoodie, posters, phone cases, and more. I'd love to feature you guys on social media, so buy something from the store and tag me on Instagram and Twitter at GKJ_publishing with an image of you wearing or using the merch, and make sure to use the hashtag 5kingdomsmerch in the tag. Another way that you can be a channel supporter is by going to my Patreon page and selecting from one of the 4 support tiers. The last couple of weeks I've featured some of the tiers, and I'd like to do that now. For just $1 a month, you can hit the mage level. For $3 a month, you can consider yourself a dragon warrior. For $5 a month, you can become a guardian of the heavens. The guardian builds on the perks from the first 2 levels. As a guardian, you get the 2 weeks early access to the first vlog of the month before it goes live on YouTube. You get to have your name featured in the final video of each month. You get to have the exclusive access to the read-only PDF copy of an early draft of a chapter from Book 5. Plus, you will be invited to participate in a vlog where you get to ask me 3 questions about my writing, my creative process, writing tips, the vlogs, or the podcast. To get started, click on the link down in the description box and head on over to patreon.com/GKJ Publishing. But after the video, of course. One final thing. Yes, I did change shirts, but that's because November 1st is the start of No Shave November. I'm officially participating in No Shave November to raise donations for cancer support and research. It's crazy how in the 21st century we can build self-landing rockets so we aren't leaving them to waste in the oceans, but we can't cure cancer without essentially poisoning the body to starve the cancer to death. Personally, I've lost friends and family members to the disease, and I am asking for your help to fight it. With a simple donation on the site linked below, you not only get to watch me grow a luxurious beard for the entire month, you get to donate to a worthy cause. But let's have even more fun with it, shall we? Whoever donates the most gets to decide what I do with that facial hair when November is done. So click the link and start donating between now and the end of November. Before going any further with the video, be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon for notifications on new videos. You can select notifications for all videos, or you can select notifications based on your preferences. If you're watching on your phone, be sure to update those settings inside the app itself to get the most out of your viewing experience. So as I said, today you get a double dose of vampirism. Don't worry, we're not watching any of the Twilight films. I'm talking about 2 characters from my series. The first character I want to focus on is the vampire clan leader Áscúro. His name comes from the Upirshi, or vampire language, for dark stalker. And when he's introduced in the middle of Book 1, The Heirs of Menenias, he leads the Blood Moon clan hidden in an ancient dwarf mine in the mountains of Maiga. Áscúro is a power-hungry character, a man who would be king, but his greed and his literal bloodlust impoverishes his clan, preventing them from being able to get the nourishment, the blood they need to sustain their lives. In fact, there is such a huge blood shortage due to differing factors that the vampires under Áscúro's leadership are on rations, and the deprivation is starting to create hibernation issues. Speaking of vampires in a hibernative state, Drách Asár, the progenitor of the vampire race, spends the events of the first book in hibernation, deep underneath the core of Chi Sen. During the concurrent events of Book 2 and Book 3, Áscúro partners with Cerys to search for Drách Asár, but for different reasons. Cerys is looking for a pure source of vampire blood for a potion that he is concocting. He claims Áscúro's blood isn't pure enough, even though Áscúro is one of the original vampires created by his progenitor. On the flip side of that, Áscúro is looking for Asár so that he can kill him and prevent the hibernating ancient from resurrecting. Asár later kills Áscúro to return the favor after Cerys provides the first vampire with enough blood to actually resurrect himself from hibernation. Drách Asár is a unique vampire. Not only is he the progenitor of the species, he also used to be the dragon progenitor as well, which makes sense since his name means the dragon of death. As a progenitor of two different races in the world, this harkens back to his own hidden history as a member of one of the oldest races appearing in my series, as well as a personal connection to one of the major characters, one of the major heroes in fact, from the series. But I'm not going to be giving anything away. I want you guys to read the books. Both of these characters, Asár in particular, were written in an homage to my favorite characters in vampire lore. Áscúro was inspired by a character I had originally developed back in middle school named Voice. It wasn't really an inventive name, but I imagined the character as this slum gang leader trying to portray himself as better than he was, and he never knew it. He never knew his place. Asár, on the other hand, is my personal homage to Bram Stoker's Dracula. I have an affinity for the character and the story, and this is my way of giving a nod to one of the influences in my writing. Not only that, Dracula has been an even bigger influence in my life beyond just reading the book. During my freshman year of high school, I had the role of Jonathan Harker in my school's production of Count Dracula, the stage play based off of Stoker's book. It was a lot of fun because for 3 months, I was living and breathing nothing but vampires and vampire lore. And I think that's important to make some reference in one way or another to those influences, because it lets our readers know just how big of an impact reading is to the job of being a writer. I would actually love to hear what you guys have to think about this. So, what about you? What are some of your writing influences that you like to incorporate into your work? Leave your comments down below. Hey, thanks for watching. Please make sure to like and share this video, because that's how this channel is going to grow its viewership. There are other ways to be a channel supporter too. If you're able to do so, please consider becoming a supporter by going to patreon.com/gkjpublishing, where you will have access to 4 support tiers, like the Guardian of the Heavens mentioned earlier. Each tier comes with sweet perks, and there are different pricing options to fit your budget. But if buying and repping merch is more your speed, check out the 5 Kingdoms merch store on Teespring, where you can pick up some well-crafted men's and women's tees, a hoodie, socks, art, phone cases, and more, all featuring budget-friendly prices. If you do get some of the sweet swag, make sure to post it on Instagram and Twitter by tagging me at @GKJ_publishing using the hashtag 5KingdomsMerch. Looking forward to sharing the November top 10 list featuring my top 10 picks for historical nonfiction. Have a happy and safe Halloween. I've already got my costume sorted out. I'm going as Patient Zero. The vlog of the 5 Kingdoms is filmed without the use of a live audience at Skyrocket Studios in Hanford, California. We can't do what we do without your help, so please make sure to subscribe by clicking the button that's above my head. And make sure to watch and share the videos over here to my left. Have a great week.